little man in my head, and I don't think he likes it there. I do bad things, but it's his fault, and he knows he can't get caught. That little man, he just don't play fair. There's a little man in my head, and he must have lived in someone's head before. 'Cause I was born in '63, and he's only been there since '74. There's a little man in my head, and I don't think he understands me. He's got no common ground on which to work around. He gets so bored when I watch TV. There's a little man in my head, and I don't think that he'll ever die. When he takes control, he really takes a toll. It's enough to make a grown man cry. There's a little man in my head, and I wish he'd find another home. There's a little man in my head, and now I'll never be alone. Richard Spector's got a little man in his head, and Lou Farrakhan has got a little man in his head. Frank Rizzo has got a little man in his head. Squeaky Fromm has got a little man in his head. Jim Jones had a little man in his head. Richard Ramirez has got a little man in his head. Ted Bundy had a little man in his